Okay, we are live.
Woo! Hi there,
That's a little
everybody.
better.
My name is Bradley Powers. I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Bradley Powers Esoteric Hours, and we have been blessed with my co-host Jim Andre, the legend Quantum Healer. Can I say that? No, Energy Healer, and Alien Abductee, and Kris Joan Marie. Thank you for
Hello.
joining me. Thank you. And Kris Joan Marie is a mystic and an empath.
Yes, sir.
Right.
What are we talking about today, gentlemen?
We're talking about you.
No, it doesn't have to all be about me unless you want to
Bradley,
hear about some ghost stories. Oh,
Bradley,
you know what
Bradley
else?
wants to know all about you.
Has anybody ever seen a black-eyed child?
I
I
haven't, but
haven't.
I've heard of them.
Oh, dude, I saw one at Walmart one time. It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh. This woman looked like, and I was in like the self checkout, and she literally looked like she was like, didn't know what she was doing and just mechanical. And this child is doing this, looking around and stuff, and like looking at the rafters of the building or something. And I guess you could say the kid might have been like, not all there or anything like that, but no. All of
Well,
a
it could
sudden,
have.
like I was done with my shopping and I was watching all this happening, and it was almost like the kid was assessing the building, the structure of the building, or
Well, it
something.
could.
It
It
was
could be.
very strange.
It could
And
be.
all of a sudden, I look over and he does this to me. He goes and darts his eyes at me, and it's just black, nothing.
Wow.
I'm going, dude. I
You know,
literally ran out of there.
it could. It could also be a case where the kid probably don't get out much.
No, no, it wasn't. It was not. His eyes were completely black, dude. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And clearly he was like, and my boyfriend at the time was like doing his groceries somewhere else, and he comes back around. And he goes, "Did you see that?" I was like, "What did you see?" And he was like, "Oh, that kid." I was like, "Yeah, I saw him too, dude." I was like, "That was very strange." It looked like he had like possession over this woman. It was weird.
Wow.
Sorry. But I got lots of other stories if you're interested in like, like the haunted houses and stuff. Have you guys ever lived in a house that was haunted? I mean, Bradley, clearly you know what
Yeah.
that's about.
Well, they weren't haunted. I'm haunted.
Yeah, I
Well,
know. There's a difference there, isn't there? There's a
I've
difference.
seen. I've seen shadows every now and then.
Yeah, I have. Jeez, maybe this will work. Oh, that's better. There you go. Maybe that's better. I want to sit in my chair. Ah, yeah. No, I see a lot of shadows and stuff too, but all of that stuff, like I just, I don't ever like
You know.
pay it any mind unless it wakes me up or anything, which is also irritating. Because a couple of the houses that I lived in, you would hear shit and you'd hear stuff slamming or doors opening. One day, like, because my dad used to leave me notes all the time in this old house that we lived in, and he'd be like, clean the fridge or do this, or whatever. And I always thought that that was just normal, for dads or moms or whatever to do that. And one day I walked in and like every cabinet was open and every single drawer was open. And I'm like, Dad, like if you wanted me to clean, why don't you just leave me a note? And he's like, I didn't do that. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, who the fuck did? Like, why is all that shit open? Okay. And I remember when he was moving out of the house, because a lot of stuff happened to that house, but I remember when he was moving out, my sister was taking care of the dog and kind of helping like pack some stuff. And she stayed over a weekend. She was like, Kris, she was like, I woke up the next day and like all the cabinets were open, all the drawers were open. She was, I didn't do that shit. I didn't do it. I didn't go through any of it. And my dad came home and he got mad at her because like all this stuff was open. He was like, "What were you going through? What were you looking for?" She was like, "Dude, I didn't touch anything. I was just watching the dog and staying there." And I was like, "Yeah, that house was crazy." I heard some lady call my name out in that house too one time. It was insane.
Yeah, didn't you say something about you get woken up every once in a while?
Oh, I get woke up like every morning. I usually get woke up between, and look, it's cliche, and I know it, but anywhere between 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be any one of those hours. Usually it's around 4 for me personally. It can be around 3, but lately it's been like 4. But yeah, I get like tickled on my side.
Oh,
Something's pinching me and making me get up. And
that's
it's
weird.
very
Yeah,
irritating. Like, I don't know what it is. I try and wish it away, pray it away. Everybody does that. But
yeah. You
again,
know that is strange, especially if you're in a nice deep sleep and you're tired to begin with. That can be frustrating. You know.
well, a lot of times I get up to use the bathroom too. So if I get up to use the bathroom, then I try and go back to sleep, and that's when I feel it.
Oh, I
You
see.
know, it's like it like
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so I know I had to pee first. It could be just like something in me. Maybe it's just like a who knows, man. It could be just a medical thing too. And
Hi,
I'm
Carol.
not
We got
taking that
Carol.
away, but it's not that's definitely a ghost. But the fact
Yeah.
that it touches the back of my head too, I do think eh,
We got Carol Garcia with us. Hi, Carol. She says first time here.
Oh, hi there, Carol. Thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you near us.
And Dark
Dark Shadows,
Shadows,
Paranormal,
Paranormal
and
History.
History.
Yeah. Hello from
Hello,
Ontario. Yeah,
yeah,
Canada.
yeah. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And we have Kris on the show. And Kris, it's a pleasure to have you near us. How would you describe your gifts and your attributes? What have you been blessed with, would you say?
oh geez, it's so many things. It's crazy. Well, I'm an artist to start out with, but I'm an empath, so I feel very deeply, and a lot of people always come to me for their problems, and I have encountered a lot of psychic vampires in my day too, and a lot of people that like need you almost to like help them. Um, which is also comes in with place with being a muse because I can kind of teach you things, but you have to be careful like who you are around nowadays because a lot of people will suck you dry when it comes to some of your gifts that you didn't realize you had at times. Because a couple of my friends I didn't know were sucking me dry for so many years. And it was actually kind of sad when I realized it, that they were actually like narcissists or vampires, and that because of me being such a nice person, I would just absorb it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Dark Shadows, Paranormal and History says they just gave us a like. They love to support the paranormal channels.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
for
you
that.
so much, Dark Shadows. It's a pleasure to have you near us. Dark Shadows is in the house. Thank you very much. Yes, and what do? We share words of wisdom, words of power. We share esoteric intellect blessed with diplomacy. No swearing channel. That's what
Right
we are.
here, it's so pretty out here, though. The window's beautiful. I'm sorry, I got to change my section. I like my. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
No, no.
That's okay. Get comfortable.
I know, dude.
Yeah, yeah. So, when did it all begin for you, Kris? So you were young. Did you? Was it in
I'm not
puberty? Was you
young. I'm
born with
gonna
a
be
gift?
40 in February.
Was was you blessed with a gift, or was you? Did it transpire? Did you experience transition when you was it hit puberty, or was it a trauma that actually caused all this paranormal phenomena?
You know
To,
what? I would say, oh wow, that's interesting what you just said. Uh, I remember like a weird feeling when I was 10 years old, when I was in the bathtub and just looking down at myself and just remembering and saying, who am I and why am I here? And I feel like that's a question anybody asks themselves, but like I felt different. I felt different then. And for over the years, it's been, I can't describe it, but it kind of comes in waves. You know, some days like you feel normal and everything's fine, but some days it's just, so I feel like in the last 8 years, it's really, really hit me hard, like everything and knowing stuff and I don't know, dude. I can't describe it any other way. It's strange. It's strange to walk past somebody and kind of know their intentions and feel their vibe and you want to turn it off, but it's like, okay, whatever. You just kind of go about your business. Most of the time, I've learned to ignore it a little bit, but I kind of can't. Like, it's
Yeah.
bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it'd probably be easier to ignore if you don't take it personally. You know, you got to just brush it
No,
off
I don't,
or
because
let it
a
roll
lot of
off
it's
you.
like, oh, dude, the things that oh, geez. Especially if you touch somebody sometimes, like it brushes off on you a little bit. Does that make any sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, they can also drain your energy too without
Oh, no,
brushing
I
it.
don't let them do that, man. None of those people can do that to me. I'm too powerful for that. I mean, not that I'm powerful, but like, like I'm in my own mindset. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna allow somebody who's like, I'm not saying they're
yeah,
below.
you gotta put a shield up. That's all.
Yeah, basically, that's all that is, which took time too, which is weird because, dude, the last time I talked to you guys, like, I remember, like, and it's still there. It's still there. There's like when you walk into a certain place with a lot of people, it just all kind of hits you at once.
Yeah,
Do you get
you
that?
can feel the atmosphere.
Oh, it's bad. And that could be anxiety too, but no, it's not. It's not anxiety. Although I have that too, but that's not what it is.
Have you experienced remote viewing, telekinesis, mind reading, telepathy?
Well, telepathy, that's like moving stuff.
No, telepathy is when you can hear the voice in your head. It's like they're sitting next to you. In fact, you can
Oh
hear it in your
yeah,
head
no.
or
Like
outside your head.
Well,
like a
you know what's
premonition of
sad
something.
about that? When you hear voices in your head, you start to think that you're psychotic, you know? Like, so yeah, I've heard voices in my head, but is that not your own voice sometimes?
No, you can hear voices of other people as well,
Mm.
other spiritual entities, other conscious-minded energies in your head talking to you. Logically,
I've
maybe
never
you.
heard it in my head, but I've heard them outside of my head, like from afar, somewhere in the room. I've heard spirits talk to me. I mean, but never, yeah, never in my actual head. I feel like some of that is like my own internal thoughts, maybe. I'm not really sure
Yeah,
about that.
telekinesis is more like, you know, being able to move objects or alter
Yeah, that's what I
them.
thought. I know. I don't think I can move anything. Wouldn't that be great though? That'd be a good time. Damn, dude. Yeah. I wonder if you like, okay, look, because there's parts of the brain that we're not using, right? And some of us maybe use more of them than other people do. Wouldn't it be interesting though if you really could develop your mind? I tell you one thing I do practice is tantric sex. And I'm not going to talk too deeply on that, but that is something that like over the years has been a good thing in my life. So maybe think about that. But your mind has a lot to do with your body, if
Yeah. Oh yeah.
if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't realize one has to exercise one's mind along with one's body.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, everybody's so bent on how their appearance, you know, how they look. They want that physique. They go exercise and don't give one thought about
Okay,
the balance or exercising their mind in any way.
but that's to each their own, though. Like, you know, if you want to look a certain way, that's totally understandable. But yes, if you focus deeply on something, it will happen. So that's where it comes into play what you were saying about telepathy. I
Right.
wonder if you focused your mind hard enough on it, because there's some people like for example, the martial artists are really great. And a lot of those like monks and people will tell you that they have harnessed an energy, you know, and are able to like manipulate things by their energy. So I imagine that's the same way.
Yeah, with enough effort, you know, you can manifest what you believe.
Exactly. So I do believe everything is possible. That's sad but true. There's some shows that I watch too that I'm like I find comical because I know it's like actually true. You know, it's like stuff that they're showing people in these like Futurama, for example, which is a show. If you were gonna pick a show to ever live in, which one would you live in? Like if you were gonna pick like a sitcom or a show, which one would you guys live in?
Oh, that's very difficult, that one. Simpsons.
Really? Okay, okay, okay. Simpsons has a lot of stuff that they are
Well,
trying to
that
tell you in
actually,
that show. They're trying to tell you stuff in that show. The same way that they do every fucking show that comes on TV, man. And I'm telling you now, like just go and look. Just look. The alien stuff, everything. It's all there. It's all there.
well, you know,
Yeah.
that's
Real.
been like that. That's been like that from the get go when
Oh yeah.
television first came
They put
out
good stuff on
With
Simpsons.
Flash Gordon flying around in a spaceship.
Oh, really? I don't remember that show.
Well, you're too young to remember that.
I mean, I probably saw it before.
We got Marianne Clark with us. Hi, Marianne.
Yeah. Hi,
From
Marianne
Ghost
Clark.
House Paranormal, New
From
Jersey.
Ghost House
Oh, Jersey.
Paranormal,
Yes.
New Jersey. Marianne Clark is in the house.
Starting to get cold
Woo!
there, isn't it?
Can you feel the energy? There's a lot of energy here
Is
tonight.
it snowing yet?
Is it snowing? It's not snowing in England. It's rain, probably. Yeah. Yes, I've been blessed with paranormal phenomenal gifts. Didn't it make you go crazy, or did you learn to find yourself spiritually balanced?
Who, me?
Yeah, Kris.
I mean, to be honest with you, everyone's crazy. let's be real.
Everyone's crazy.
I've been crazy my whole life. I've been called crazy so many times. Um, but the spiritual gifts, I don't know, dude. They came over time, and my mom says she has them too. My sister does. You know, a lot of my family does. You know, we I don't know. Yeah, I guess I am crazy. Call me crazy.
Marianne Clark says the veil is getting thinner. What do you think about that? Well, it is. I agree with you, Marianne Clark. Yes, it is. The veil is getting thinner, which means that, well, we're coming up to Halloween, so it's bound to be getting thinner for Halloween because that's when it gets thinner. And then demonic entities can actually, from a higher vibration or a lower vibration, can actually interact with us humans. And we can enjoy ourselves, make fun, or actually resonate with whatever connects with us. It's up to us, really. Are you not
Is that
frightened
what
that
you're planning to do?
well, like I love everybody, and Jesus loves me. So
No, no,
like,
no, no. I was talking about for the Halloween. Are you planning to?
I'm going to go to my brother's. I'm going to spend my time with my family and perform some rituals and see where it takes me.
What
Because
kind of ritual though?
some rituals, banishing rituals, actually, to get rid of this
Vanishing?
entity.
Yeah, okay.
Energy I have in me, so I'm going to see if I'm going to perform some banishing rituals and the
Are those
occult.
like is that voodoo?
Hoodoo, voodoo, all have banishing rituals. Wiccan, all
I
have
mean, I
banishing
would
rituals.
try that if I needed to. I get it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I don't know, man. Couldn't you call the cops on that guy?
Yeah. Well, he said to me, actually, his words are, he's not breaking the law, and it's not against the law, and even if it was, they couldn't prove it
Uh-uh.
anyway.
He said
How
that?
about that? He said that. Yeah.
Well, Bradley, if you stop to think about it, how would that
Hold
be
on a
anything?
second.
Wait a minute,
Really?
wait a minute, Bradley. If that's true, right, you wouldn't be able to prove that anyway.
No, I
No,
can't
dude.
prove it. No, exactly,
Yeah,
Jim.
so
That's.
that's
He
how.
said that to me, Jim. He
Right,
said that to
exactly,
me, Jim.
exactly.
He said, I can't, he can do whatever he likes and get away with it. It's not against the law. And even if it was against the law, you can't prove it. That's what he said. And he has
Dude.
destroyed loads of people's lives. Loads of people. Loads of
Mary,
young men have committed suicide.
Marianne Clark says the veil is getting thin.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yes,
I
the
mean,
veil
you
is getting
gotta
thinner.
admit though, like people online do that like daily to people. You know, they'll like take your identity, take your pictures,
Tamara L.
whatever, you know? So like,
Tamara L. Collins says Halo 369 Connect to 7 and 28 of October.
Yeah. Thank you, Tamara L. Collins, for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you near us. Tamara says, I see you, loves. Thank you very much. We love everybody, don't we, Jim?
Love
Do we
is
love
the answer.
everybody?
Love is the answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Love is an energy. We love everybody and Jesus loves us.
respect,
Everybody else too.
you
Wants
know?
whatever.
Because I mean, if you grow up in any kind, I know people like, it depends on whatever your religion is, just take the moral values out of it. That's all that really matters. Is, you know, all the stuff that you respect your one another, you do unto others like you'd like to be done to yourself. You don't lie, you don't cheat, you
That's
don't
right.
steal,
True.
you know.
Tamara Collins
That's right.
says the veil has
That's
always
what
been
makes
thin,
you a
just
good
seeing it
person
in the
and
new
makes you
loves.
what maybe go to heaven or arise somewhere, hopefully, other than I mean, I think there's a heaven. I don't think it's a heaven though. I think there's a spiritual realm, you know.
Yeah. Well, Druids say you got the upper world and you got the netherworld. That's what the Druids say.
Well,
However, like yes, if you're a Christian, you do believe there's a heaven and a hell,
Well,
and
what there is a here and now and a there and after.
yeah,
that's true too.
yeah.
My dad says he's a druid, I think. I don't know. I don't even
Or is
know
he
what all
really?
that is.
Yeah. I'm a Hierophant. I follow a Hierophant path. To be a fully pledged Hierophant can take like 20 years. I'm probably 8 years into being a Hierophant.
Oh,
High Druid priest. Yeah, following the Druid path. And like, yes, it's a true honour for me. I didn't even know Hierophants existed many years ago, but I do now. And yeah, it's a true honour for me, to be honest.
I'd have to look that up. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm
Yeah,
interested.
or card number 5 in the tarot. I bought a pack of tarot cards and I pulled out a card, a random card out of a brand new pack of tarot cards. And I looked at it and I turned the card over and the card said card number 5, the Hierophant. And that was me. They say the first card you pull is you.
Mm.
Out of a tarot card. So, right, yeah. Wow. Oh, Kris, if you want your tarot cards read, I can get you your tarot cards read by a professional tarot card reader if you're interested. Yeah,
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm
yeah,
sure
I can
they
make
would
that
have
happen.
some interesting things to say about me.
Well, you're an interesting person, aren't you? Yeah,
I don't. I mean, I've been through a lot, dude. Like to be honest with you, it's hard to gather my thoughts most of the time. So I'm
yeah,
sorry that I'm a little bit of a scatterbrain because it's all kind of all over the place. So when it comes to like, I wrote down notes too to talk about, but I only talked about a few of them, and I could go on and on and on. And yeah, Yeah, I tend to overtalk people too, which is irritating to a lot of people. So
Well, also, as you're sharing words of wisdom and words of power, I can't see the problem. Like you're advising them, guiding them, educating them.
I
Marion Clark says, definitely a masquerade of aliens coming. I feel the northern part of the world. Thank you for sharing that with us, Marion.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, so many people, like, I don't know, dude. I just see a lot of. We were talking about auras earlier, and I just recently started seeing people's auras, and I've never experienced that before until the last, like, maybe couple of years. And now that I'm like, I notice a lot of people have, like, maybe it is based on mood. I don't know, but I see a lot of gray and some people that, and some are red. And I wonder if it's just like a warning sign to stay away from some of those people. I don't know. 'Cause the ones
Marion
that I
Clark
see that are
says,
greens and yellows and purples and stuff is usually not a problem. But anyone I see with like a gray or a red aura around them, I kind of tend to stick away.
Marion Clark says, you have got a lot going on, Chris. How about
Oh,
that?
dude, you have no
And
idea.
Marianne Clark is a psychic medium. She's been on the show.
Dude, I can't even tell ya, man. I know I got some spirits around me. I know I can't tell you. Well, look, and this is what bothers me because my husband knows that I'm like already like very empathic and very open to stuff. And so he gonna buy this little spirit box thingy and bring that into my life. And yeah, I heard some names, I heard some things, so I don't know. From what I understand, there's 4 people in this room, but I'm not sure. And I don't remember all their names because the night we did it, we were drinking and we were hanging out and stuff. So, like, I'm afraid to turn it on again. And then what do? Say goodbye? Nope, they're still here probably. One of my friends in this apartment complex got pulled out of her bed by her foot. Something grabbed her and pulled her out of her bed. So I know the place is haunted. It's kind of an old place. And
I have
something
seen.
touched me one time the same way around my leg, but that was when I was sleeping on the couch, not in the bed. So I don't know.
Yeah, spiritual entities can actually touch you in the flesh. They can materialize. Some of them have the ability to materialize into this realm and become flesh. That's amazing how they do that. I've seen a couple of druid priests in the flesh, and also incubuses have actually mauled me. I've been groped by incubuses in the flesh as well, so I can speak from experience that spiritual entities can.
Were you sleeping when the incubus did it climb on
Yeah,
you?
they woke me up.
Mhm.
One incubus stuck his tongue in my ear, and I started to strangle him. I thought it was a demon come to attack me, and it was an incubus come to make love to me, and I was like strangling him. And I got, oh God, I'm sorry, I recognise who you are. And the incubus said, "Make love, not
Did
war."
you
And then he
tell it
showed
to
me
go
four.
away though, or did you keep it there?
No, the incubus said, "Make love, not war," and showed me 4 of his friends on the settee embracing each other.
So did you
I
end up
mean, to
making
be
love?
honest with you, I know a couple of people that have said that they were on their beds, incubus and succubus. Yes. I don't know if it's quite happened to me. I mean, I've had some dreams I could say were different, but I can't tell you it was definitely a succubus or an incubus.
So you think
Yeah.
that's what triggers wet dreams?
Probably, dude. I mean, he gave me that inkling right there.
I
I
had an
wasn't gonna
incubus.
flat out say it, but
I had an incubus rub his erect phallus against my thigh, and that woke me up.
holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
seriously. I don't like. I don't know why I attract them. I just do. But like, I know some incubuses and succubuses can be unsavoury. However, the ones that I've encountered have been very embracing. I got to be honest.
Tamara
I don't think
Collins.
that's like that bad of a problem, though. You know, it's not like it's shoving shit around your room.
Yeah,
Tamara,
yeah.
Tamara Collins is saying, I am a 369 Tulsa daddy, fought in the outside world in Vietnam, transitioned in service of aftermath. Numbers don't lie, 7 to 29 of whatever that is.
What does
I
that
am a
mean?
rainbow. And then she goes on to say, there you go, Bradley.
I am a chameleon. Well, worth my birth certificate. I will show my true colours if you're willing to see me as your sweetheart. Tomorrow, you're welcome to come on the show if you actually feel confident enough
You're a
to present
chameleon?
yourself.
Interesting. What does that mean?
You're welcome to come on the show. A chameleon, she can actually change her shape and colour. Very familiar.
Wow.
She says, yes, 5 pounds, 2 ounces I am. My daddy sang.
I know my weight. I was an 8-pound baby. What about you, Jim? What did you weigh?
Oh, yeah, I was a
I
9-pound.
was 8'6", I think, or 6'8". I think I was
Do you
6'8".
know, like 8-pound baby? That's considered quite a large baby.
Dude, I was large. I was 9 pounds.
Yeah, you was large. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm only 5 foot tall now.
Wow. Marianne Clark says your zero aura is in a working process. You have lived a hard life. The energy in that room is strong. How about that? That's from Marianne Clark from Ghost House Paranormal. Thank you for sharing that, Marianne.
Is she talking about me?
Yeah, she's talking to you, Kris.
Yeah, I've lived a hard life, my friend. I have. But you're just talking about the energy in this room?
Yeah, yeah.
Meaning that all the stuff around me, maybe? I don't
Yeah, there's a lot
know.
of energy in that room. There's a lot of energy in the room that you're in now. Yeah.
Here's one
Well,
for
the
you,
room
Bradley. Here's one for
itself.
you, Bradley. Here's one for you, Bradley. Jan is asking, what is an incubus?
An incubus, you've got an incubus and a succubus. They are male and female entities that are sexual, have a sexual flavour and wish to embrace you. You can actually form a contract with an incubus or a succubus, and they can actually molest you. Oops, did I say molest? I mean embrace you regularly, frequently. It's like having a boyfriend or girlfriend, but in the spirit world. And they had the ability to manifest and materialize. I had a wet tongue in my ear, a erect phallus against my thigh. They can actually come onto you as if they really are real. You know, you can feel their flesh. You can feel
So
them.
now you are making me think that any dream I ever had that turned out in some sort of pleasure was probably that.
Yeah,
David
yeah.
Nash says, hi guys. And he's
That's
also
Yeah.
insane.
Hi there, David Nash.
he's also asking who is the lady in the dock that he can't see.
Oh, I'm
Kris
sorry.
Joan Marie. Kris Joan Marie, David
I don't
Nash.
have good
This is
light
Kris
in this
Joan
whole
Marie.
fucking house, man. Let me try and go in
Kris
here.
Joan Marie. She won't show her face.
I'm showing my face, but Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
That's right. That's lovely. That's better.
See what we got here. Maybe you ever here? I don't know, dude. I don't have any light in here.
Thanks for joining us, David.
This whole house is terrible.
Yeah, that's better.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's a lot better, actually. There you go, David.
I got a little. It's so dim. I know. Hold on. I'll turn the light on in the kitchen. Is that better? There you go.
Yeah. Oh, that's much better. Look at you. You look so beautiful. Denying us your beauty.
Sorry, guys. It's just,
On that, you look fabulous, Kris.
Right.
Yeah. Have confidence. You look good. You're looking good on camera. You're on Esoteric Hours. This is Esoteric Hours with Bradley Powers. This is Kris Joan Marie. She's a psychic. She's a mystic and an empath, amongst other things. A mystic says, "Oh, I'm a mystic too myself."
I was gonna say, like, what do you think the difference is? Because my mom always called it a mystic, and I always thought psychic was like you know, you think of those like Sylvia Brown and people like that when you think of a psychic. You don't think of somebody.
Incubus and succubus. Carol Garcia, an incubus and a succubus. Yes, they are demons from the left-hand path.
Yes,
You can
correct.
get malevolent incubuses and succubuses, or benevolent incubuses and succubuses. You can go either way. And also, if you arrange to form a bond, a relationship with an incubus or succubus, and then you actually cheat, they can wreck your life.
Oh,
So it
dear.
always pays to be sincere. Sincerity is a gift as well that you can be blessed with. I look for sincere people, actually. In Bradley's Angels, you'll find a load of sincere people. That's the sincere people
She's saying if you create a bond with it, it can wreck your life. That's crazy.
No, if you like, you have to play the game. You have to, if you form a bond with an incubus or a succubus, then form it and treat it like a loved one. You know, you embrace it, and you must be compatible. You know, you cannot cheat or
Now, do you mean compatible or compliant?
Now I have like binding prayers that I do against those things. So I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. And do you guys still believe in sage? Like,
Bradley, I
yeah,
think you, I
absolutely.
think you,
okay,
I think you
I
mean.
haven't used it in a while, but like I
I
was
think
trying
the
to
word compliant would go better than, you know, you have to be compliant is what you're trying to say, right?
Marianne Clark says psychic and mystic medium. Yes, Kris is that. Kris doesn't like to be called a psychic. However, she has been blessed with psychic abilities. I've been blessed with psychic abilities. I don't call myself a psychic though,
Well,
because a lot of psychics.
Marianne Clark
it
says,
depends on the situation. Like again,
Marianne Clark says she's confused, Bradley, because Kris never admitted to being psychic. You're the one that's saying she's psychic.
No,
no,
yeah, that's
I'm
right.
not saying. I just don't say psychic because that's not the word that I would use. Because the reason why is because it's almost like I know things that I shouldn't know sometimes, or a certain person or situation. Like I'll information will be passed to me in different ways. I can't really tell you, you know. So like I can't just sit there and be like, oh, you're doing this today, you know, you're gonna win the lottery. No, none of that. So psychic is like not the right term. It's more of like a mystic, I guess, is the best way to say it.
Marianne saying she was just confused because she's asking.
But I can. It's almost like a touch pass. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Well, I believe
like,
we are.
real,
It's possible we are all psychic, all of us. Everybody's psychic. However, some of us deny ourselves these gifts and these attributes. Some of us deny it. We don't listen to ourselves. Sometimes you'll find your first thought is your psychic thought, is your intuitive thought, is your correct thought. That is psychic, you know. And a lot of people don't recognize that. The answer lies within you, you know. But we are all psychic. But like we've been brainwashed into believing we're not, you know. Tamara L. Collins says we are all intuitive. Yes, we are. I agree with that.
I mean, you should always trust your first gut, in my opinion.
Your first thought is your intuitive thought, and your intuition is your compass to the soul.
Are you peeing on the floor? You bastard. Sorry, my cat.
Oh.
Sorry. I'll clean that up in a minute. That was weird.
You love cats. You cat one.
You have a cat?
No, I haven't.
Cat's
No.
an asshole. Both of them are, actually.
Marianne says, trust the process and
What?
work on the inner self.
Agreed.
Jan Child says, LOL, naughty puss.
Dude, that was really messed up. All right. Yeah. Let me get a lighter. I'll be back.
That's the other thing about this show. Jim's makes me want to smoke loads.
Well, don't blame me for that.
You do. I can't help it. I look at you and I just want to smoke. You just read them off. Don't you?
Man,
I'm trying to give up, and you're encouraging me.
And
I'm
the,
not smoking.
you know what? He just peed right next to the litter box too. That's even more messed up. Like you're literally just peed next to the litter box.
Jan Child,
I don't get it, dude. Sorry, it's bad. I'm sorry. I have to be in the dark. I have to be over here. My chair is my chair, my friends.
Jan Child, she is in the UK. I'm in the UK. Hey, let's elope.
Where are you in the UK?
Well, I'm an Essex boy originally, but I've moved to Swansea. I actually live on the marina, right by the boats. Actually, by the water. That's where I live. By the city gates. Very posh area, actually.
Is the weather decent there?
It was, but winter's
it was. All right, I'll try not to be too dark. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, winter's on its way, you know. So
yeah, winter's on its way here too. But we get all the seasons where I live, so and I know that Jim over there in Florida just gets nice sunny weather and a little bit of rain here and there. Although the hurricane, dude, that was terrible. Holy crap,
the winters are beautiful.
Have
the
you
winters are beautiful here.
No, but like, do you have any friends or anybody that like got hurt in that hurricane? Because like my mom,
no, everybody that I know, everybody I know pulled through pretty good.
Oh, good.
We were lucky right here where I'm at. We didn't lose power and there was no property damage, so we're very fortunate.
Oh, good. That's good, man.
Now the winters there in North Carolina, they're not that severe, are they?
No, generally not. I mean, we get a couple of like storms here and there, but I actually was waiting for snow the last couple of years and we didn't get any. So I'm kind of hoping we do get some this year.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Marianne Clark says, Jim, I'm going to tap on your shoulder. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is the most comfortable chair.
Oh, really?
Oh, my goodness. What kind of crowd do we have?
Jan, behave yourself. Jan Child
says, tap his Willie, LOL. Come on now.
Behave yourself, Jan. You're not an incubus. Is she? Is Marianne an incubus?
That would be a crazy job.
Is Marianne the succubus?
Oh, Lord.
No, Marianne's the one that said
I always
shoulder.
got confused which one was which.
Marianne's not
Does
the
it matter?
Marianne's not the succubus. She said shoulder. Jan is the one that's saying Willie.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's good to have you on. Well, thank you for joining us, Kris Joan Marie, on the show. Pleasure to have you near us. Blessed with paranormal, phenomenal gifts. Is there any gifts that actually startled you at first when you first recognized you had them, or did you embrace them all?
Oh, well, I would say it started with dreams when I was young. You know,
Yeah.
I think most people can say that, like, if they recognize something that happened in a dream. And my sister and I would have the same dream. And throughout our lives, I think we've had the same dream together, like in the same dream. Like we both were there, like about 7 or 8 times. And we both would come to each other and remember the dream, you know? So I kind of knew that I had something going on when I was young. I was about 4 or 5 the first time that happened.
I remember when I was age 9, flying. I was a boy, like flying in the sky. You know what I mean? I remember that quite well. I was age 9, yeah.
Marianne Clark says, I don't want to hurt him much. It's okay, Marianne. I can take some pain to a certain extent.
Oh yeah, dude, that's why I have so many tattoos. I feel like some of that is like not only that I enjoy art, but also that like I would use it as a way of like, coping with something, Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Hi there, Brian Parkway. Pokora is in the house. Thank you for joining us. Pleasure to have you near us.
Tamara Collins is asking, going to ask, do you read animals? Yes, we are at that. Just really close to one.
And my animal just pissed on the floor next to me, so
I was asked one time if I was an animal or a beast. I said I am neither. I am both. I am both animal and beast.
Well, I mean, what would you consider your spirit animal?
Wolf.
A wolf. I'm gonna go with the spider. I've had a tarantula for over 20 years. I'm gonna go with that.
I'm going to go with a dragon myself.
Are you?
Vic Makaroff says, hi all. Thank you, Vic Makaroff, for joining us. Pleasure to have you near us. Yeah, hi there, Brian. Thank you for joining us. Tamara, Marianne. We've got a little gathering building up. Jan Child said, I had a strange thing happen the other day. I found a £1 coin in the lining of my dressing gown. I took it as a gift from the other side. Yeah.
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 I had a dream about frogs the other day, and I
Yeah.
was reading up on that, and it said a lot of good luck and good fortune. So I bought a lottery ticket. And I was planning on scratching it off while I was talking to you guys, and I ended up scratching it last night just for the hell of it, but no, it was a loser. I was like, damn, all these dreams said I was going to have all this good fortune, but maybe the lottery ticket wasn't it. I don't know.
Maybe someday you'll hit big when you least expect it.
I know. Wouldn't it be nice though? I mean, even like $50 would be nice. I'll take it. I'll take an extra ticket too. Those are always good too. But that one, I think,
Yeah,
went
the
up.
lottery they got out here is kind of tough to hit. It's hard to hit on them scratch tickets.
Oh yeah, I never buy them. The only reason I did is because I thought, maybe, you never know.
Well, you never know, I mean, they're out there, I mean, somebody's got to win, right?
It's few and far
Yeah.
between, though, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they say if you're a psychic, isn't it? What's the lottery numbers?
Oh gosh. Well, how many do you have to pick?
Well, you can pick 3 or 4.
My
Some allow
grandma
you
my
1,
grandma
2,
picked
3,
the
4.
same numbers every year, her whole life. And a couple of times she won like 5 grand. A couple of times she won like 10, a few times. It
Yeah.
happened a few times for her. But she had been playing for like, good Lord, I don't know, like maybe 20 years, But yeah, I remember one time she won 5 grand and she told us all I think she only had to get like, she lived in Ohio. So I think she only had to get like 2 or 3 numbers to get that,
Yeah, well, when I was living
Played
in
the same
Massachusetts.
numbers every single time.
Yeah, when I was in Massachusetts, I played 5761. I banged it right on the nose, and I had
Damn,
it
for
6
real?
ways. I had it 6-way combination for $6, and I won like $5,222.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. I just bought a $2 ticket just thinking, hey, we'll see. But nothing. Nothing.
wow.
But yeah, I don't place my bets on stuff like that
I
generally.
don't gamble at all. Yeah.
Of course, when you hit that big, you got to pay taxes. You don't really end up with everything, but
Yeah, they take like 30%. Yeah, most people don't like
plus
playing
you got to
like,
put a plus when you file, you got to put it down as income, and they tax you again.
Oh yeah, can't you just do that? Like, oh jeez, can't you just
Because
do that
you
when
know
you
when
file?
they take their 30% off the top, that's the state, and then when you file with federal taxes, you got to pay. You know the
Well, I
income.
would rather them just take all the money at one time then, because I've heard of people that won the lottery like big, like millions of dollars, and they either took like a settlement each month that they got paid or each year, or they took the lump sum, which took even more off of it. I feel like you win $35 million, you're only getting like 13 mil, right? Deep down, that's what you're really getting back. I mean, would you take the lump sum or would you take I don't know. I'd probably go for the yearly.
Yeah. Jan Charles says, I remember when I was little, when I was in bed falling asleep, I used to get the feeling I was going down a tunnel. I would jolt awake. Could that have been the start of an astral projection? Absolutely, Jan Charles.
Yes,
Astral projection. Yeah, I agree with that.
very much so. Now, the feeling of falling in any time is an astral projection. Unless you
Yeah.
like have like a heart condition or something else, but for the most part, if you feel like you're jumping back into your body, all that happens to me like once a month, maybe. I don't know about you guys, but Bradley, I would think that would happen to you often.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Like you don't have the
I'm more of a
falling
dream
thing.
walker.
You could be
And
falling from anything.
yeah, yeah. I'm not so much of an astral projectionist. I'm more of a dream walker. I do appear in people's dreams. Yeah,
Yeah.
quite often, actually. Eldon told me I was in his dreams a couple of weeks
What
ago.
does the guy look
Eldon.
like do you know what the guy looks like?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I do. Yeah. And I
What's he look
described him in
like?
the mirror. He looks like David Bowie, actually. Yeah.
Okay, I had a dream the other day and somebody was in the doorway and it was a demon looking type of person that kind of looked like David Bowie.
Wow, really? Wow.
Is that your friend?
No,
What's
I
his
don't think
name?
so. He's trapped in me. Colin James Wright.
And you say you can come into people's dreams
I do come to people's dreams. Yeah, Eldon.
on accident?
Eldon is my production manager, and he owns a conglomerate that Esoteric Hours belongs to. And he said to me, like, if I could I stay out of his dreams? And I said, like, I'm sorry,
Dude,
I'm watching him
weird.
undress.
Okay, okay. So are, you're doing it on accident then? You're not doing it on
Yeah,
purpose.
no accident. Yeah.
Is that other person though becoming an alter
You're not.
ego and
You're
they're
not.
maybe possibly showing up?
No, he's not mage. He's not a mage. He's
You're
he's
not.
not any.
Well, you said he's
You're,
remote viewing to you, so
Yeah,
like he's also a spirit.
yeah,
He
he
can
is. Yeah,
sure,
astral project as well.
yeah.
Bradley. You're not. You're not showing up in his dream as an incubus, are you?
Oh my
No, no.
God, dude, stop it.
No.
Oh no.
Eldon didn't like the idea of me watching him undress to get into bed.
Oh
Oh.
jeez. Yeah.
Tamara L. Collins says, had a shadow, it stopped me, sat on me. I couldn't speak, held me down. It was me.
Oh
Lol.
jeez. It
Yeah.
was you, girl.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. I've encountered shades and shadows. Shades and shadows are different. Shades can actually pick up things and throw tables around.
It was laying on top of her and it held her down.
Wow.
Jeez. Then you need to surround yourself with a white light and you need to like tell yourself to banish that spirit, whatever it was. If it is okay, this is another question I'm having because I had dreams about the doppelganger and you guys never really like told me what exactly it is. Is it your evil side?
A duplicate. It's a duplicate of yourself.
Yeah,
If
it's a
you see yourself
reflection of
in a
yourself.
dream and you see yourself in a weird, evil state, that's not good. You know, what exactly is it?
Kris, Carol Garcia is asking, do you ever set intentions of where and who she wants to see in dreams before going to sleep?
Yes, yes, I do. I've done that many times. It doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. Um, I don't know, man. I sometimes am frustrated when I go to sleep, so I don't necessarily think that positively also. And then my husband insists on having the TV on all the time. So that shit like messes with what you could be thinking about because my mind will go like a mile a minute. But yeah, if I set an intention that's like, I don't know, like positive for the next day, sometimes I do that. But you're talking about actually trying to speak to certain people? Maybe. I mean, I could probably get in touch with my sister through my dreams, no problem.
Well, that would be something you'd have to practice. Just a
mean,
reminder, we're getting to the top of the hour here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're coming to a close. It's been a pleasure, Kris Joan Marie. It's been a pleasure to have you on board. Yeah, you're quite an interesting character. You've got a lot to share. You've got many gifts and attributes that you've been blessed with, and it's good. And you're a light worker, and we love light workers.
light work.
You go around
that's
shining
cute.
upon those around you. Am I right? You shine upon those around you.
I like everybody, man. I'm a positive person. I try to be.
Well, that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Love is the answer.
It is.
Yeah.
And I believe you all. You can tell me anything. I'm gonna believe it. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Kris, for joining us. It's been a pleasure to have you on.
Yes, sir. You guys have a great night.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, so this is Bradley Powers, Esoteric Hours, with my co-host Jim Andre, Energy Healer and Alien Abductee, Kris Joan Marie, Mystic and Empath. Thank you for joining us. It's been a really great show. Thank you for being here. Pleasure to have you all near me. And see you on stage Wednesday. So see you on Sunday, and we'll see what guests we would rustle up for you then.
Okay, everybody. See you on the next one.